they're right out in the open. It's, they've been doing this now for a while.
Well, they're not just shutting down websites. They will shut down entire telecommunications data centers with some of the biggest sites in the country, and then they will prosecute data centers if one of 1,000+ customers does something wrong, they claim. And no, this is the hacking up of the internet as we know it, right as cybersecurity openly rolls out with the Pentagon in charge of it.
Right. And then the other thing I wanted to let you know, this is kind of some inside intel because my dad's in the banking industry, and they're basically bringing austerity measures into some of these. He works for one of the largest domestic banks here in America, and they're basically in the next 12 to 24 months are going to be bringing in austerity measures on the workers in the banks by slashing their benefits, slashing their hourly work weeks, things of that nature. There's a white paper that he got yesterday that's just really astonishing what they're going to be doing. But my question for Lindsey Williams later is I just wanted to get his take on how King Abdullah in Saudi Arabia, I think he doled out, $137 billion to the public to keep them from rioting and things of that nature. And I wanted to see what Lindsey's take on what the next dominoes basically they're going to be following.
Well, Lindsey's sources were accurate in saying, and this is before all this started, that they would try to overthrow Saudi Arabia, and that Saudi Arabia was also on the target list, and we've now seen that, and we've seen Saudi Arabia run to China and run to Russia, and we also, speaking of the internet, we see the big announcements. Oh, DARPA's built a new internet to test cyber attacks on, and also so activists worldwide can't be shut down by their governments. Well, really, that's a two-way street. It's so they can shut down our internet or other internets, because globally, they've got back doors, into all these major computer systems where they can shut everything off, but the system, the establishment, still has their internet communication. See, they get us all dependent on this technological grid, and then they can either curtail it, gatekeep it, or totally shut it off if they want, and shut down global commerce anytime they want. It's a kill switch and a tracking system built into the very fabric of the internet. I mean, this is a total full-spectrum dominance takeover, so I will bring that up to Lindsey Williams. Let's talk to Chris in Kentucky. Chris, thanks for holding.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I tell you what, I got some news here. Since we had that staged al-Qaeda situation here in Bowling Green, I live in Louisville, actually, but they heard on the radio that now this Kentucky State Police wants to do safety checks on trucks. Oh, no, there goes the Fourth Amendment. I'm getting so fed up with this. This is so disgusting. This is to try to end our free right to travel.
Well, as if they're going to stop terrorists if the terrorists even existed and weren't provocateur 9 times out of 10, as if it would even protect us. Somehow, I mean, if they attack malls, then do we put body scanners in malls? Yes, they're saying do that preemptively. Then will they attack the parking lot? Do we put a checkpoint in the parking lot? Then do we put one on the highway? You can't stop somebody who wants to go out and do violence preemptively. All you can do is have an armed population to respond to the tower shooter or somebody going into a school or whatever the case is.
Right, an armed society is the way to do it, but it's just all this mass conditioning. I mean, people are so...
That's because they're getting ready for a new giant world war. They'll claim that the foreign terrorists have shut down the web to shut down our communications. This is all being done to blow out the economy and consolidate it, and on the ashes of it, announce the world government, which they've already started to announce, that you pay your carbon taxes to. It is total global domination against every sovereign nation, but more importantly, against the family and the individual. It is a scientific assault on humanity. I appreciate your call. And that's in the establishment's own words. We're all under attack. They attack us all through the water, through the GMO food, through the economic system. We're going to go to break, come back with Peter, Tom, Ja, Rand, and others. Won't get to Williams 8 after next hour. So we got 2 more segments of your calls coming up. But here's a great report from Washington Blog up at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Fear of terror makes people stupid. And he breaks down the fact that the National Safety Council, and he's got links to it, has gone over the statistics. This is a dead horse I beat quite a lot, but folks still aren't aware of this. that in the real world, this is what's killing you. You are 17,600 times more likely to die from heart disease than from terror attack. You are 12,571 times more likely to die from cancer than from a terrorist attack. You are 11,000 plus times more likely to die from an airplane accident than from a terrorist plot involving an airplane. You are 1,048 times more likely to die from a car accident than from a terror attack. You are 404 times more likely to die from a fall than from a terror attack. That means in the bathtub. You are 87 times more likely to drown than die in a terrorist attack. You were 13 times more likely to die in a railway accident than from a terrorist attack. You were 12 times more likely to die from an accidental suffocation in bed. Oh, you heard me right. Than from a terror attack. 12 times. Oh, my gosh, we need a TSA agent over every bed at night. Well, I shouldn't joke. All over Europe and the U.S., they're proposing AI cameras that watch you in bed in case there's a fire or a break-in or you're suffocating, or and 20-plus families when they have, in Europe, in England every year, have to have cameras watching them when they have babies. You inside the home for the first few months to make sure they're not bad parents, preemptively, guilty until proven innocent. You're 9 times more likely to choke to death from your own vomit than die in a terror attack. I'm continuing when we come back.
Where can you find a super strength potassium iodide supplement? Right here at thyroidki.com. With global radiation levels at record highs, is your thyroid safe from radioactive iodine poisoning? Potassium iodide, the key ingredient in Thyroid KI, is proven to block radioactive iodine from damaging your thyroid. Thyroid damage is permanent and can lead to thyroid cancer. Unlike other potassium iodide products, Thyroid KI is formulated in convenient 32.5 milligram tablets and is independently tested for purity with a 100% money-back guarantee. With limited stock selling fast, act now. Prepare yourself and protect your family. Use coupon code THYROID for a 10% discount. Visit thyroidki.com. That's thyroid, the letter K, the letter I.com. Thyroidki.com or call 855-599-9444. 855-599-9444. Again, that's 855-599-9444.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
Go off the grid for worry-free phone calls now. Yes, worry-free, affordably priced, no-hassle mobile, residential, or business phones can be yours at offthegridphones.com. Our plans start at only $14.99 per month for residential and only $39.99 per month for mobile. And our mobile rates include taxes and surcharges. That's cheaper than the top 3 providers in North America. What makes us off the grid? We never ask for your social security number and never run a credit check or make you sign a contract, something those large phone companies can't offer. Offthegridphones.com offers some of the lowest, most affordably priced plans in the industry. And popular low-priced mobile phones are available too. So make the switch today to offthegridphones.com for mobile, residential, or business phones. Get your off-the-grid phone by calling 800-600-5553. That's 800-600-5553 or go to offthegridphones.com. Affordable, private, all this and more at offthegridphones.com.
Look, even if you like to get scared of Al-Qaeda and it's fun to hate the Muslims and it's kind of a pastime and enjoyable to eat popcorn and get scared and kind of a quasi-reality-based horror drama like Fox News. I mean, even if you like watching theater shows, entertainment shows like that, you have to admit this is all being used to take your liberties, take your freedoms, trample on you, has nothing to do with keeping you safe. I mean, let's just say Al-CIA is real and it's this deadly threat that you have a better chance of dying from a honeybee sting and it's fun to wriggle around on the floor and shake in fear. Our entire free society is going bye-bye, is being butchered, demolitioned in front of us every day, and with it, total tyranny's coming in. Depression, government lies about unemployment and inflation. I mean, we've seen this throughout history, and now it's happening again. But finishing up, you're 17,600 times more likely to die from heart disease than from a terror attack. You're 9 times more likely to choke to death from your own vomit than die in a terror attack. You were 8 times more likely to be killed by a police officer than by a terrorist. You were 8 times more likely to die from accidental electrocution than from a terror attack. You're 6 times more likely to die from hot water than from a terror attack. And, of course, you're many times, they don't have this number here, but you can go look it up. I think it's 4 times more likely to die in a sporting accident, just in the sport of football, counting high school, little league, and the college and professional. But it doesn't matter because it's fun to get scared. And so, hey, you don't want private property, Second Amendment. If the fetish of listening to neocon talk radio and talking, 50 hours out of the week about how evil Muslims are, then knock yourselves out, folks. But, by the way, Al-Qaeda is openly working for the West against Gaddafi on record, and they're putting the Al-Qaeda-based Muslim Brotherhood in power in Egypt. They just had a new poll out that they like bin Laden better than Obama, and you're like, why are they doing that? Because they got to have an enemy. It's full spectrum dominance. See, it's global banks that run our military that sit on top of us and move the Al-Qaeda chess piece around wherever they want to invade. It's like corrupt cops pulling you over if they want your car or your house and coming into your house that you wouldn't sell and saying, oh, we found cocaine. Looky here. Oh, we found a bin Laden in your country. We found an Al-Qaeda. We found him right here. We're taking it. We're taking it. And it doesn't matter, though. The government's good. I know. By the way, it's being reported Post Office suspends retirement contributions. The financially troubled Post Office is suspending its employer contribution to the federal employee retirement system. The agency said Wednesday it was acting to conserve cash as it continues to lose money. It was $8 billion in the red last year because of the combined effects of the recession. And so basically what's happening now is they're just not going to, quote, match the money you put in. I guess they're just going to take the money out of your check and you'll never get it because you're never getting any of it. Oh, they're going to get you to riot as government employees later and push for total taxes and austerity on everybody else to get maybe 10, 20% of it. That's how they keep you hostage. They mix all of the public and private investments and retirement funds into the derivatives, destroy that, and then say, now you got to give us whatever we want or you'll never get anything. The move underscores the need for Congress to make bold, quick, and substantive reforms of the Postal Service. And, of course, those reforms will be taking your pension funds that you paid for. But they've sold it in the media. You don't deserve it. And they're announcing in Europe and moving towards it in the U.S. to go after totally private pension funds. The government's going to take them over to protect them and take part of it, of course. But, hey, government wouldn't hurt us. After all, 11 years ago, they started taking all the veterans' death benefits. But, hey, if you don't agree with that, you're with Al-Qaeda. All right? We'll be right back with more of your phone calls and Lindsey Williams, Infowars.com.
This is GCN, the Genesis Communications Radio Network.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on Earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state, Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and